Hi everyone, Yasas Kekalo to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. I love making one pan dinners. You can make this in a sheet pan. I didn't, so I can't really call it a sheet pan dinner. But if you do make it in a sheet pan, then definitely it is a sheet pan dinner. But it's a one pan dinner made with harissa chicken and veggies. It's full of bold, delicious flavor, and it's actually a honey harissa with veggies because I added a little bit of honey to the marinade. It's so good. You get that delicious smoky flavor from the harissa sauce, which is basically a roasted red pepper sauce. Sometimes it's super spicy, but if you use the brand that I recommend, it's going to be perfect and not bitter at all. I'm cooking the chicken over potatoes, roasted red peppers, and onion, so the whole thing will be ready at the same time. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to begin with whole chicken. This is what I'm using because it's what was available in my market. You can substitute chicken drumsticks for this or even chicken thighs. Whole thighs will work. I do recommend using a cut of chicken that has the bone in, and you could even leave the skin on for this recipe. I don't recommend using boneless chicken breast for this. It's going to dry out. You can use boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but they are going to cook a little longer than necessary because the potatoes take longer. But anyway, the recipe calls for one chicken, but I'm going to fill this pan up like I normally do, so I'm doubling up the recipe, and I'm using 2 chickens. The butcher cut the pieces really small. That's perfectly fine. It works. So the chicken is ready. I'm going to make the marinade now. So the marinade is where all the flavor is. So you want to make sure you're using really, really good quality ingredients. So this is my favorite harissa paste over here. It's by the company Minna. If you can't find it in your supermarket, I'll put a link to get it online on Amazon. But I love this harissa paste because it's not bitter. And I like to use the mild variety. And since I'm doing a double batch, I'm going to use this whole jar, which is 10 ounces or 280 grams. Some olive oil is gonna go in here too. Then you can use either lemon juice or balsamic vinegar. I prefer the balsamic vinegar. It has more flavor. I like to buy the balsamic glaze, which is a little bit thicker and sweeter too. So about 4 tablespoons for the double batch. Then 4 tablespoons of honey for one batch, but I'm gonna double it up. So you got it. I'm gonna use 8. Just eyeball it in there. Then we're going to get lots of garlic cloves in here. So 4 garlic cloves are for the normal batch. We're doubling it up, right? So garlic is delicious in here. That's going to go in the marinade. Some ground cumin, ground coriander, and then paprika. You can use a smoked paprika in this recipe or a regular paprika. And then we're going to add some salt and freshly cracked black pepper to taste, depending on how salty you like it. And if you wanted some crushed red pepper flakes, you could add them in right now. I'll leave them out since the harissa is a little bit spicy. I'll just mix this up really well with a spatula, and then the chicken is going to go in here. Toss it around so that way it's coated really well. You can also season the chicken before you add it in here with some salt and pepper if you don't want to add all of the salt to the marinade, just to make sure that everything is seasoned really well. You can marinate the chicken overnight or in the morning and leave it refrigerated, or you could leave it at room temperature for about 30 minutes just so that way it could sit and absorb all of that flavor. Next, we're going to cut up all the veggies. So we're going to need some potatoes. Just peel them and then cut them into either wedges or cubes. You don't want to get them too big so that way everything cooks evenly. And then you could use 1 or 2 bell peppers, any color, cut that into cubes. Then I have an onion. You can use 1 large onion or 2 small onions. I'm using 2 small onions. Any onion will do. Peel it and then cut it into wedges as well. And that's going to go in the baking tray, the same one that the chicken was in that I showed you before, because I'm trying to dirty as few things as possible. We're going to drizzle some olive oil on top and season the veggies with salt, freshly cracked black pepper, and a little pinch of oregano. Toss everything all together, and then you can just transfer the chicken over the veggies just like that. I didn't cover the chicken, which I should have covered it, so make sure at this point you cover it with foil, and then it's going to go in the oven. The oven is preheated at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. This is going to bake covered for an hour. Then I'll remove the foil and let it bake for another 30 minutes uncovered, so that way the chicken gets a little bit of a char on it. The sauce is going to thicken a little bit. And then the potatoes, once they're fork tender, that's how you know the meal is ready. The chicken will be fully cooked at this point. Take it out of the oven, and all it needs is a little bit of parsley, just finely chopped parsley on top, and it is ready to serve. I love to serve this with either a Mediterranean rice pilaf, some salad. You can do this with cauliflower rice if you're keeping it a little bit lower carb. This is so delicious and so flavorful. You guys are gonna love this one. It's ready to serve. And there you have it. It's quick, flavorful, and super delicious and simple to make. You'll be making this one over and over again for sure. You can serve this with a nice Greek lettuce salad. That would go really well. Some orzo pilaf would be nice, or just some toasted hearty bread to soak up that delicious sauce. I used bone-in chicken today, and the potatoes actually took a long time to cook in the oven, so it was perfect. If you're gonna end up using a boneless, skinless chicken thigh meat, I would not recommend using breast for this unless you cook the potatoes and the veggies first and then you add the breast on top, because the potatoes will take way longer to cook than the chicken breast. And as we all know, if you overcook chicken breast, it's just so dry, you won't be able to eat it. But use the bone-in chicken. It's definitely more cost effective, and you can also use drumsticks if you want for this. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. If you want to print the recipe out, it's on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. Let me know if you want more quick and easy weeknight dinner ideas like this one in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes,